This is the real hustle on holiday. In this series, Alex, Jess and Paul expose to our hidden cameras the scams that cheat tourists and travellers out of their hard-earned holiday money. On tonight's show, what the hustlers get up to at home.
She's heavy.
Someone else's home.
Yeah.
Commonwealth swimming champion Mark Foster goes for gold. And this couple finds out why you don't buy foreign currency from some guy in a bar.
We've been mugged off.
What?
All the people on this show have been hustled for real, and after being given their money back, they agreed that the footage could be shown so you can avoid being ripped off by the same scams. When abroad, many travellers hire cars or take their own cars on holiday with them. But what happens if things go wrong with a vehicle when you're away from home? Or even worse, when con artists make something go wrong? We're about to find out in the oil slick scam. Alex and Jess want to get their hands on a car, and in a busy holiday resort like this Costa del Sol seaside town, it doesn't take long for some potential marks to park up next to them. The motorists head for a supermarket, so they should be gone long enough for Jess to take a closer look at their car. Apparently fixing a problem with her shoe, she kneels down out of sight. What she's actually doing is more sinister. In her hand is a bottle of brake fluid. She empties almost the whole bottle under one of the car's front wheels. Now all the hustlers have to do is wait for the marks to return with their shopping. Seeing the marks come back, Alex and Jess get out, ready to intercept them.
What is that?
That is a massive puddle of brake fluid.
Alex?
That's brake. What? That's braking fluid. Is that your car?
Yeah.
Looks like you've got braking fluid coming out.
Brake fluid.
I wouldn't drive that if I were you. That amount of... Oh my God, there's loads of it.
The bolt must have come off in or something.
Yeah. Do you live far from here?
Not a bit.
Well, there's a mechanic just round the corner that we use. They speak English, they're very good. They haven't ripped us off.
Just literally around there.
I'll tell you what, if you follow me, I'll show you where it is. It's literally behind that building. I think you need to take it there because you need to lift it up and have a look at it.
This scam won't work unless Alex gets the marks to follow him in their car.
No, you don't want to be driving down the motorway going, hang on, we're not slowing down here. Let me pull the car out and I'll get behind you.
So far, so good. The marks let Alex lead the way to the local repair shop. Just around the corner is a very familiar-looking mechanic. It's now over to Paul to get the marks to hand over their keys.
Hola.
You remember us?
Oh, hi. How are you?
Doing.
Hi.
We were just in the car park earlier and I saw there was a heap load of braking fluid that had come out from underneath there, so I just recommended these people come to you.
You guys English? Espanol?
Yeah.
English.
Next time, get us 10% off, bring your business.
You must be kidding.
Spoken like a true mechanic.
What end was it? Was it at your front?
It was just here. Just here.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, look.
Big pool of
Big pool of
brake fluid here, wasn't there, Teresa?
Yeah.
How long are you going to take you?
Until my boss gets back. He's going to be back in 20 minutes, but it's a Spanish 20 minutes. Why don't you come back about after 4:30, yeah? What I'll do is I'll check it. If it's leaking badly, you'll have to leave it or get it towed. Yeah. But, I mean, I can see some spray there, so you might have a leak.
Yeah.
I can make it safe for you so you can get it to your local garage.
But yeah,
Is that okay?
I want it safe.
Well, I got nothing better to do. Leave me the keys and I'll have a quick look at it. Okay, I got them.
Result. An oil-stained T-shirt and a closed garage is all the convincing the Marks need to hand over their vehicle.
I'm Paul. These guys call me Pablo, so ask for Pablo when you get back.
Alex and Jess slip away quietly. But before Paul can make his getaway, a genuine garage customer pulls up. He could throw a spanner in the works, and Paul needs to get rid of him quickly or his cover could be blown.
Perdón. No. No trabajo aquí.
Job done. As soon as the Marks turn the corner, Paul takes their car for a test drive from which it will never return. At the arranged time, the Marks turn up to find the garage open. The hustlers knew they had a 1-hour window when it would be closed for an afternoon siesta. But the real mechanics have never heard of the mysterious Pablo.
I was here and there was a bloke outside.
The truth slowly dawns on the Marks. Their car is gone.
Popped into the shop round the corner, came out, brake fluid coming out of the wheel of the car, and a nice young couple said, I know a mechanic around the corner, follow me. And I've left the car with him, and the people in the tyre place next door are denying all knowledge of anybody else. I think I've been exceedingly foolish. And if I were to go to the police, they'd laugh at me.
This scam uses a classic technique. We put the Marks into a very difficult situation and then manipulate them into making the decision that we want them to make. Nobody wants to drive an unsafe car.
Always be careful when taking unsolicited advice from strangers. And whatever you do, never leave anything of value with somebody outside of a company. If they can't get in and you can't get in, come back later.
How are you?
Nice to see you.
Money won is twice as sweet as money earned.
So say goodbye now.
And money won from a celebrity is even sweeter.
I am on the verge of crying. Oh, that's awesome.
Let's see if you can do it.
In the Celebrity Con Games,
Hello.
Hello!
the hustlers have come to a former bank vault to take on the ex-Commonwealth swimming champion who led Team GB out at the Beijing Olympics, the man-mountain Mark Foster.
Nervous about today?
No.
Not breaking it?
Interested, intrigued.
Okay, standard question we ask everyone. Are you competitive?
Yes.
So you're going to make a real effort?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lead the way.
So Mark's definitely up for the challenge.
Welcome to the vault.
It's time for Paul to explain what the hustlers have in store.
See, I asked if you were bricking it.
Intriguing.
This is real BBC gold. It's, as you can see, not quite a real thing, but there's a bit of weight in there. Definitely a bit of weight.
About the same weight of an average brick?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is kind of one of those physical and mental challenges. You have to pick up all 5 bricks
Okay.
simultaneously with one hand.
Okay.
£10?
£10.
Used to being in at the deep end, Mark accepts the £10 bet.
Tenner.
Used pounds.
Yeah. You might as well say goodbye now.
Very used.
There you go. Remember, I have to do it, or you get your tenner back.
Okay. So there is a way of doing it. You're going to show me at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's game on. Can he lift all 5 bricks with just one hand?
Wow.
No, that one's not going to work.
Not like that.
You getting ready to catch that one?
I'm getting ready to catch these. Yeah.
They were quite heavy, actually.
Oh my.
It's looking good. Have the hustlers met their match?
You'll be the first person to do it without them falling like that. Yeah, that other hand's coming in here.
I know.
Close one.
Going to use it as a
Well, we've been trying it.
Club one more go at that.
He goes again. This man doesn't know when he's beat him. Is piling them high the answer? No.
That could have cost you dear there, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we giving up?
Cry out. Focus.
Finally, he admits defeat. But to win the bet, Paul needs to succeed when Mark has failed.
For £10.
Yeah, go on.
All right, here we go.
Can he do it?
Put your hand in the middle.
That's it. And you lift them all up like that.
Paul makes it look easy.
Do you want to hit someone?
And that's because, once you know how, it is. Paul carefully stacked the 5 bricks so that there was an opening down the middle. He could then reach down and use the one on the bottom as a handle to lift the whole stack off the table. So Mark loses his tenner.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark.
Oh,
We're going to go and spend your tenner.
That's another celebrity hustled.
simple when you know how.
If you're planning a holiday this year and don't want to run into any hustlers, here are some helpful tips to make sure you stay safe.
Number 1, always keep your wits about yourself. Just because you're abroad, it doesn't mean you're not at risk from hustlers or criminals. In fact, as a tourist, you're probably even more at risk. If you do go out for a few drinks, then make sure you stay in control and you know exactly how to get back to your hotel. And remember never to accept the lift from an unlicensed cab. Pre-book a taxi or get the number of a reputable company from the hotel desk before you go out.
When you're away on holiday, the last thing you want to worry about is everything you've left behind at home. With almost 300,000 domestic burglaries in the UK every year, people rely on home security systems to keep their belongings safe. But whether you're away or at home, even state-of-the-art alarms are no match for the hustlers. In the silent alarm sting. Jess has been out, looking for a specific type of house. It needs to have an alarm system and the owner must be at home. Having found one that fits the bill, she's noted down the company name on the external alarm box and has looked up the property's phone number using an online directory service. She puts in a call.
Well, hi there, I'm calling from security. Are you aware that your silent alarm has been set off? If it's been set off within the last 15 minutes, have you been at home? Or whenever a silent alarm goes off, it's our policy to send out a couple of technicians straight away because obviously we need to make sure that everything's okay.
So Jess has found a security-conscious Mark who's bought her story and is now expecting some technicians to take a look at his alarm.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, bye.
He won't be disappointed.
Oh, hi there. I'm from the security company. They giving you a call? Your alarm seems to be going off. Are you monitored?
Apparently we are.
Okay.
I just really want to check the sensors that you've got. Have you got one up here?
Yeah.
That's registering clean.
One in the lounge.
Do you have one down here, sir?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
It's the one on the front door that's the one giving us the problem.
There's one in the kitchen.
Do you have your front door keys? Because sometimes when you lock the door, if the temperature changes, sometimes these are misaligned.
Alex is using technical talk to make the Mark think they need to carry out a standard engineer's test.
Yeah, there's a set on that.
Can I try locking your door, sir?
Yeah.
Sometimes the deadlocks just shift with wooden frames. So if you don't mind, I'll lock the door and if you just set it and see what
We do
happens.
both locks actually when we go out.
Can I ask you just to put your code in there? Just your code. I'll look away, obviously. I don't want to. Great, and just switch it off.
That seems to be fine. Are you going to be
It
setting
might be
it
the
at all
local
later
exchange.
today?
We might be, we're going out, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Right.
if it goes off again,
Yep.
we'll let you know.
The test has shown that everything is in order.
Sorry to bother you, and we'll
The Mark now thinks his alarm system is fully functional again. Of course, there was nothing wrong with it in the first place. The Mark's house is now empty, just as the hustlers knew it would be. The Mark told them himself.
We might be, we're going out, yeah.
Okay.
But they're still faced with a locked and alarmed property. How can they possibly gain entry? Easy. When Alex and Paul visited the house earlier, they were after two things. First, the alarm code.
Can I ask you just to put your code in there?
Paul may have been looking away, but the hidden camera on his clipboard wasn't. And whilst Paul was keeping the Mark busy, Alex was outside making a plasticine imprint of the front door key, giving them everything they needed to burgle the Mark's house. Paul punches in the code to deactivate the alarm. They don't want any real technicians turning up. Alex heads straight for a set of car keys that he spotted on his first visit. It's payday. This burglary has just stepped up a notch. Alex and Jess install hidden cameras in the sitting room to capture the robbery on film.
We're set?
Yep.
3. Oh, she's heavy.
Jess keeps an eye out for neighbours as Alex and Paul walk off with a 32-inch plasma TV.
Why am I the one walking backwards?
Why is that?
With the unexpected bonus of the car, they're getting out as quickly as they can. Alex checks out his new set of wheels, a £17,000 convertible. And they're gone. The whole burglary took a matter of minutes. Less than an hour later, the Marks return home, not noticing that there's a lot more parking space than usual. As they get out of their car, they see that all the lights are on in the house. The Mark naturally thinks back to the unexpected visitors he had earlier in the day.
Well, I had a phone call earlier to say our control had gone off. And they said they were sending some people around, but 2 guys turned up, which we presume was from the company. And I think that was them.
Always check ID before you let anybody in your house. If you're unsure about their credentials, call the company they claim to work for and check again. Once they're inside your house, never leave them unattended. Now, if you're unsure about your house alarm, if you think that your code has been compromised, then change it. In fact, the more often you change it, the more secure you'll be.
Whenever you invite somebody into your home, somebody you've never met before, you need to identify them. If you've got any doubt whatsoever, let them wait at the door while you make a phone call. If they're con men, they'll disappear immediately. If they're not, they'll wait patiently. Never give out PIN codes, never give out details to anybody unless you are absolutely certain.
When on holiday, it doesn't get much better than relaxing in the sun with a drink in your hand. Except if that drink is free. The hostlers are going to show you how to win drinks from your mates by using proposition bets. The prop bet makes you believe you're onto a sure thing. But of course, the hostlers always have the edge, and you don't stand a chance. So watch and learn.
I will have a gin and tonic, please.
Alex is out for drinks in a seaside bar, but he's not planning to spend his own money.
All right, okay, look. Straightforward challenge. The winner is the person who can open this bottle. But can't use a bottle opener.
I think the teeth.
You can, yeah, you look as if you could do it with your teeth, but don't, please.
No,
honestly. No, you can't use your teeth. No body parts involved, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Eye sockets or nose. Or... The only thing you have is you've got to use this piece of paper. This is going to be our bottle opener. You have to draw
a lollipop.
There you go. This is our opener. So you've got to use this piece of paper to get this bottle open.
Can you fold it?
You can fold it if you like.
It does make paper stronger, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But just to make it strong enough to open up the bottle.
Can I touch the bottle?
Yeah. No, if it isn't, we'll get one that you're happy with. You happy with that one?
Yeah, I'm happy with that one.
If I do it, will you at least pay for the beer and a couple of more? Shall I do it?
Yeah.
Yes, but how?
How is he going to fold it?
It costs a beer to find out.
Maybe he's going to hit us with a pavement and go and get it.
What do you mean, loop it round and pull it up?
Oh, he's going to do it like the Clippers.
Why didn't you think of that earlier? Oh my goodness.
What's she going to do?
It's like we do with the Clippers.
Oh,
Yeah, see, do.
thank you very much.
Alex folded the paper in half lengthways, then again, and again, and one final time. He then folded the whole thing in half once, and again. The paper was then 64 times thicker and strong enough to be used as a lever against his hand to pop off the top.
There you go. You can ask to pay me that at the bar.
Is that legal currency here, is it?
Getting a good exchange rate on your foreign currency makes all the difference to your holiday spending money. So if the rate was, say, 25 yen to £1, and someone offered you 50 yen to £1, you'd be mad not to take it, wouldn't you? Right next door to London Stansted is this busy airport hotel. With an exclusive travellers bar and eye-catching aerial acrobatics, it's the perfect setting for the currency swindle. With such unusual entertainment on offer, it's not hard for Paul to strike up a conversation with some strangers. Step 1, the icebreaker.
You seen this?
Yeah, I was quite amazed. I looked up and I was like,
Cool little find this place actually. If you ever use the airport, this is the place to come and wait.
You going anywhere?
I'll just go back up to Glasgow. Just fortunately, I'm stuck here until a friend arrives.
Now that Paul has got 2 new friends, it's time for his old friends, businessman Alex and his girlfriend Jess, to make their entrance.
I'm here for a couple of days, but
They're here to do a little business deal with Paul.
Take your time.
Sorry, yeah.
I've got a flight. Right. Good to see you.
Hiya. How are you?
Very good. Where are you off to?
Going to Geneva.
Nice.
Pleasantries over, it's time for the deal.
All right, what have we got? I got 600.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Can you get any more? Because I've actually got 52,000 yen here.
What's that?
That's 1,000. Well, it's 2,000, but I'm doing it for 1,000.
The Marks can't help overhearing that sums of money are being discussed. Alex is offering to sell Paul Japanese yen at an amazing exchange rate.
the exchange rate's 25.012. So
I'll do for 50.
Do it for 50?
Yeah.
If you told me it was that much on the phone, then I would have tried to get more, but
Can't you get some more now?
ATM, that's all it's going to give me.
As luck would have it, Alex is in possession of more foreign currency than Paul can afford to buy. If only there was someone else nearby with money in their pockets, up for making a quick yen.
You're not travelling to Japan anytime soon, are you?
Not in any plans.
Well, you don't... well, look, here's the deal.
Now to rope the Marks in and give them the hard sell.
I've just come home from Japan because I work for a big investment bank, and believe it or not, they're still giving us a lot of money to go out and do business with. If I go and change it at an exchange place, they ask for passports and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And if I leave a paper trail that I've changed that money back, I can get into trouble with my employer.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to do with my friend Paul here is the exchange rate at the moment is 25 yen to £1. I'm happy to do it.
You're giving us 50?
50 for £1, so double it up.
It would seem like everyone's a winner here. Alex gets to keep some of his leftover business expenses without leaving a paper trail which could get him in trouble with his boss. And the Marks get Japanese yen at half price, which they can exchange back into pounds, effectively doubling their money. But to make sure the Marks buy in, they first need the convincer.
Have you got the exchange rates on that thing? Can you get them? Just so you see, I'm not like messing with you. So if you...
Paul shows the Marks a currency exchange website on his mobile phone. they can clearly see today's rate is 25 yen to £1.
What website are you on?
TRH.
Well, that's like up to date, yeah. You're making 2 to 1.
I'm not going to say no to make extra money, so...
I know, do you know what? Times are hard.
Yeah, they are.
The max want in.
How much cash have you got?
I'll leave it.
Yeah, that's fine. It's 11,500. What I'll do is I'll give you...
Give them 12,000.
12,000, because I don't...
Alex even rounds it up to the nearest 1,000. The Macs have got themselves a great deal.
Well, who's going to hold the cash?
Yeah,
Do it separately, don't go in like...
They hand over £230 to a guy they've just met in a bar.
Thank you.
Can we shoot?
Yeah, no, we have.
As soon as the deal is done, Alex and Jess leave. After all, they've got a plane to catch.
Hey, good to meet you. Enjoy.
So I'm gonna head up and change that.
Okay,
Go get my flight.
And it's not long before Paul also says sayonara to his new friends.
Thank you so much. Double your money. That's so cool. I was having a week as well.
And it's about to get a whole lot worse when she discovers what her fistful of yen is really worth.
12,000 yen.
Yeah, it's a really good deal.
Awesome.
I mean, it was really nice to do that, really, to be honest.
We expect to make at least 420.
They showed us the exchange rate on the thing, so it's cool.
What website are you on there?
TRH.
Well, that's like up to date.
Yeah.
Of course, you shouldn't always trust what you see on the internet. That currency website was knocked up by the hustlers themselves, and 25 yen to £1 is probably the worst exchange rate in history, as the Marks could have discovered in any current newspaper.
Is that what the exchange rate is today? 139.8?
This is worth 75 quid.
What?
The rate's not 25 to 1, not even Alex's generous 50 to 1. That day's genuine rate is 140 yen per pound. So the Marks haven't doubled their money. In fact, they're £150 down on the deal.
We've been mugged off.
I can't even talk.
This scam works really well because Paul employs a couple of psychological touches. On his phone, he's got the website, so it seems quite genuine. Also, he uses yen as a currency. Now, a lot of people know the currency, but don't quite know the exchange rate. It's not like the dollar or the euro, which is very popular.
Never get involved in any sort of deal that you haven't organised yourself, and especially with people that you've never met before. You should always buy your foreign money either from a reputable currency exchange or a bank.
So remember, even when you're away from home, you should always keep your wits about you. That way, you will avoid getting hustled on holiday.